Hi, this is Victor Wong. I'm the CEO of Music Computing, and here at Music Computing we make advanced computer-based instruments for producers and musicians. And in front of me is the new StudioBLADE Gen 2. It's our second generation of this product, and it's the world's most advanced and powerful keyboard production station currently. And the difference between a keyboard production station and a keyboard workstation or synthesizer or arranger keyboard could be viewed as something with a computer core, a very powerful computer core that runs Windows operating system or the Apple Mac OS X. And what that gives you is great advances in technology that allows you to play more sounds, better sounding sounds, run more tracks of audio, and then to use it to really produce an entire song from start to finish. Something you can't really do with a keyboard workstation or a arranger keyboard or a synthesizer. So let me kind of jump right in and explain to you some of the things that this machine is capable of. As I've stated, it does run a computer core using Windows 7 for this particular model, and it can hold up to 2 times Xeon processors that are 6 cores apiece, so 12 cores total inside of this unit. And also memory-wise, it can run up to 192 gigs worth of memory and also 6 terabytes of hard drive space. Now, you're probably sitting there going, I'm not going to be able to use all that power right now, but the idea is to be able to start off with what you need and be able to upgrade as you need more power. And as we all know, better software will come out and additional different types of peripheral hardware that's going to demand more processing power and more memory. With this particular unit, you won't have to replace the motherboard. You won't have to sell it every 2 or 3 years to get a new one. Once you purchase the system here, we expect you to be able to upgrade with simple parts for a very long time. Now, having said that, it's not just a computer. As you can see, it looks and it feels like a keyboard. It was really important for us to do that because we didn't want you to think you were using a computer. We wanted you to feel like you were using a keyboard instrument that happens to have the processing power of a very powerful computer system. Because of that, it is one of the best sounding keyboards available, and the reason why is we do include about 5,000 sound and effects with it, some great sounds and effects, but there are literally millions and millions of other sounds you can purchase from third-party vendors that you can install into this keyboard. Something, again, that your synthesizers and keyboard workstations won't really allow you to do. They're kind of baked the way they are when they come out of the factory. They may have 1 or 2 little additional sound libraries, but not much more. This is really unlimited. So let me show you quickly some of the basic sounds and what they sound like. Now, those are some of the sounds that we include in our system, and as you can hear, they already sound pretty fantastic. But again, there are many, many other sounds that you can purchase and put into this keyboard. They're called VSTs, and each VST is really analogous to one sound library, or in the hardware world, like one keyboard workstation or one synthesizer. If you're looking at keyboards, are arranger keyboards, where it's based on performance and you can have accompaniment and things like that, there are a number of software applications that you can purchase and install in here that will do similar things as a keyboard arranger, and even give you some different features that your typical keyboard arrangers won't do, and you'll run the typical arranger type styles and formats that you're going to find out there for the most popular keyboards, that are arranger keyboards. So lots of flexibility in what it can do, and for live performance you're not going to get a better sound, and you're not going to have more options for sounds or have more control over that sound than something like this. Now, conversely, if you're going to use something like this for the studio, it's really cool too, because it has such a powerful processor and lots of memory. It can do a lot of things. This system, being the world's most powerful, can run in excess of 3,000 tracks with VST plugins and effects at one time, in addition to running, let's say, HD video editing at the same time, and not have any kind of hiccups. And again, you're sitting there going, well, that's a lot of processing power, I don't need that right now. Well, that's fine, but it's good to know that when you do need it, you can have it. And these days, to be honest, if you're in the music world and you're doing any kind of music, you're gonna be in the video world too. So this becomes an entire system you can use to do all your creative production. And so it's a very valuable tool, consolidates everything you need to buy to do all these different things into one simple unit. And here's a quick little video to show you just how easy and quickly you can sit down and create a simple beat or part of a song. So as you can see in the studio, it's a very powerful instrument. It's very easy to use. If you didn't quite catch what was going on, I can kind of go through some of the parts of what the system is and kind of show you. Of course, computer core running Windows 7 64-bit, 2 sockets for 2 processors, Xeon types, which are the bigger brothers to the i3, i5, and i7. Server, ultra stable and ultra powerful. It has 12 slots for memory, so you can put up to 192 gigs worth of RAM into it. It has 2 drive bays, and so currently you can put 6 terabytes into it. It has, of course, a DVD burner on the side. It has all your computer connections, USB, and FireWire. And also it comes with a 10-inch touchscreen here, which is a pretty good size. It's about the size of like an iPad, or bigger than most keyboard workstation touchscreens. But in addition to that, you can plug in 2 additional monitors, external LCDs or whatever type video monitors, right into the back of this machine, and you can run external monitors in the back. We have the option of a 61 key and an 88 key. They are semi-weighted keys, so they're pretty good feeling, but yet they are relatively light as far as weight, so carrying this thing around is not too difficult to do. We have a grid of 64 drum trigger pads. They do light up when you hit them, and you can have 4 banks of those, so no more loading banks of 16 and another bank of 16, another bank of 16. Gets kind of frustrating to search for your sounds. Now you've got 64 at one time. There's a transport, of course, and then there's a navigation button here to turn and find your selection and select it. There's also a bank of 8+1 or 9 channel strips here. So you have 3 encoders, you have a pan left and right, and then you have solo or mute, and then you've got your levels. If you look at this, it's very intuitive because it looks like a mixer. So if you want to use it as a mixer, you can. Or if you want to use it to control your plugins and things like that, you can do that also. Or use it for organ drawbars. Moving down here, again, we have a 10-inch touchscreen. It's single touch, works really great, and it does articulate. So you have different viewing angles and does sit flat down onto the system to save space. It does also have transpose buttons and your pitch and mod. And then the audio section, there's 2 options. There's a 2-in, 2-outs, and then there's also a 10-in, 6-outs. And you can have either one in this system. Now, as you can tell, this system is really beautiful, and it's built out of the best possible components. We didn't skip on anything. There's no cheapy plastic parts here. The entire chassis is anodized aluminum. And all the internal components are the best. Again, we use the best computer components in our system. We, again, also offer an 88 key of this. In addition to that, there's a different trim package you can get. It's called the Type R trim package, and what that includes is you pick either the 61 or the 88, but the chassis is black satin color. There's additional graphics here that says StudioBLADE Type R, and it has black carbon fiber end pieces, and it also has a blue LED fan light on the bottom that gives it kind of a LED ground effects. And over here, we leave a space for custom graphics for your logo or your name. So that's a package you can have. You can find that information on our website. So in brief, this is the world's most powerful and advanced keyboard production station. It's called the StudioBLADE. And if you want more information about it, please go to our website, www.musiccomputing.com.